Hey YouTubers, this is EMDSD14R with a new custom project video. This is a video of my HDF car. HDF stands for Heavy Duty Flat. Or maybe I should call it a TDF, Titan Duty Flat. This is a flat car that I recently made. It combines two Athearn Blue Box heavy duty cars. And as a better illustration, let me show you something. If I can get my hands here. Let me show you guys something. Here's an older Athearn Blue Box. Early Athearn Blue Box freight cars were made out of cast metal. And this is one of their earlier models of the heavy-duty flats. It's all cast metal, very detailed. Car itself is the weight. But on the later plastic models, the weights were put in those little slots right there. Basically, let me just do this as an illustration. You take one full car, you take two halves of these cars, you connect them together. You don't need to do any cutting or anything like that. Now, the trucks that they're riding on, those are just temporary trucks. They're really not screwed on or anything. I just put them on there so you guys could see what this car would look like. Those are RDC trucks, by the way. But yeah, the car is pretty long. That's the underbody. Those are where the weights are. I used the original weights. I do need to add a cross section here to strengthen that up. The floor is 2 layers of very paper thin styrene. And you know, the car is not quite yet finished, but it does turn. It does roll pretty good with the temporary trucks on there. She is longer than an 89-foot flat, by the way. Let me see. Got some other equipment out here. She might be longer. This is an 89-footer. Yeah, she is longer. Here's yeah. This is her right next to a 89-foot flat. She is way longer than an 89-footer. I need to buy another Athearn Blue Box HD car, heavy duty flat like this one here, to get the double span bolster trucks. Let me see if I can do this for y'all. I gotta clean this. Oh, gotta clean this thing up. Okay, let me just show you guys something. Make sure the tracks are pretty cleaned off. Don't want anything. Hold on, guys. I think something's off the track. Okay. Yeah, somebody was off the track. Sorry about this. Now, if you guys seen my super tank cars before, you know why they require the double span bolster trucks. The double span bolster trucks are required to spread out the weight of the car due to the car's extreme length and thus extreme weight. 6-wheel trucks could do the same thing, but they wouldn't spread the car's weight out quite as much as 4 trucks or as appropriately known as 16 wheels would. So this can ride on lighter rails because it got more wheels distributing the weight. The same thing will go for the HD, or I should say Titan gondola here. Now this one is a little bit different. This car is completely articulated. It actually requires 2 flat car sections. That's how I made this car. But anyway, 3, 6, 9. It actually has 12 wheels. It uses 4 Buckeye trucks to spread out its weight, and thus is why it's called the Titan gondola, because it's a Titan. So yeah, all these cars required some type of double span, well, you know, multiple trucks to spread out the weight. Here's my second super tank car. It was built in a similar fashion to the first one, and it also has double span bolster trucks, and the end plates were custom there, so you guys probably seen that in the other video. But this car will require these trucks. So these trucks, just imagine these trucks being on this flat car here. Now you're probably wondering what this flat car is going to be for. Well, it's going to be designed to hold locomotives. That is right. It's going to be designed to hold locomotives or any other big machinery. NS24 modeler, he built a similar car. However, his car, he cut it all the way down here on these ends here, I believe, and he built the center section out of wood. I didn't do that. I did mine totally different than his. I wanted to do one of these cars for a long time anyway, and I just had the notion to do it. So yeah, very, 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 very heavy duty car. Actually, it's designed, it's long enough that I'm just doing this as an illustration here. It wouldn't actually ride like this down on the track because it's kind of dangerous that way, but it's actually long enough that it can hold. Whoa, that would have been terrible if that happened. Let me just get this thing balanced. That way it's not going to lean. It's actually large enough to hold an SD70 Mac. Actually, the length of it is pretty. It can actually hold an SD80 Mac if I wanted to. SD80 Mac would probably come to about here. Probably about here. But it is long enough to carry one locomotive. Or if I wanted to do something creative, I could put, I don't know if this would work, but let's just try it anyway. I could actually put an SW1500 here. And then let's say a 4-wheel switcher right here. Or better yet, if you wanted to go, just imagine 2 SW1500s here. So one SD70 Mac, or one SD80 Mac, or one SD9043 Mac can fit on here, or 2 SW1500s can fit on this flat car. Or if you wanted to be really, really cool, you could put probably 4 Hustlers on this flat car too, or 4 of these on this one flat car. Yeah. So this flat car can it can carry a lot. It can carry a lot, and it's designed specifically for that purpose. It still needs work. Mainly those trucks, mainly the trucks and paint. I gotta put this on the track, guys. Hold on a second. Let me put this back on the track. But yeah, it's a great car. Can't wait to play with it. I did spot a car at Nicholas Smith. Hopefully it's still there. If not, then I'm going to be in a bit of a pinch like I was with this car, because that car sat in limbo for a long time until I found another car. Matter of fact, if you guys remember in my new trains and new car part 2 video, you guys probably remember this flat car here. This is the Erie flat car that I bought with the pipe load, and well, basically I used its trucks for my second super tank car. So that's another way of recycling things. Pretty much, yeah. That's another way of recycling equipment. I mean, and then I already had this one laying around. That die-cast one was Chicago Northwestern too, but I took the paper off of that because that paper was terrible. But yeah, I had this one lying around, and then I used parts off of this one. I said, well, I got these 2 good flat cars. Why not make a super Titan flat car out of them or something? The whole locomotives, wrecked locomotives. Now, I am going to be putting another flat car together, or actually, what I was thinking about doing was, if I made a wrecked locomotive on here and permanently glued it down and stuff, this flat car would hold its trucks. But I would require, for this one, probably another set of double span bolster trucks, or I probably have to buy the 6-wheel Buckeye trucks and probably extend the bolsters down or something, figure it out somehow. Or I'd have to use 2 smaller flat cars, or find another flat car that's long enough to accommodate 2 6-axle trucks. But I'll figure it out. I might just put multiple loads on it or something. I was thinking about maybe getting creative and putting, like, one load like that on one end, and then putting another load like that on the other end. Very, very general purpose car. Yeah, just little ideas like that. Alright, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. And I hope you enjoyed this Titan flat car update, or Titan Duty flat car. I think I'll just call it the Titan Flat. I think that's a simpler name than just Titan Duty Flat. That's too long. Titan Flat. There you go. There's their name. Alright, so you guys be cool. See you down the line. Bye, y'all.